Welcome to BitBoy Crypto. My name is Ben. I am here in the beautiful city of Dubai. You guys can see here a lot of cool stuff going on in the background. Some buildings. We got the pool back here. You know, we're making it happen. And the thing is today I want to talk to you guys about Bitcoin. I'll do an update. I have brought on with us here. We're gonna have several guests today on the show, but I brought the most elite, the most exclusive Duchess of DeFi and all of crypto. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, Cassie Wolf. How's it going, Cassie?
Oh my gosh, Ben, it's been amazing.
Yeah, so good. So here's the thing. Cassie is the COO, the Chief Operations Officer of Bitcoin. What does that mean?
Well, I make sure that everything's running smoothly and everything happens.
Yeah, exactly. Because if it were up to me, nothing would happen, I guess. She's the implementer. I'm the idea person. Now, look, Cassie, here's the thing. We've added 2 new advisors. This is probably the biggest thing, one of the biggest things we've done while we're out here. We've met a couple people for some partners, investments, some different stuff. But these advisors are really, really big. Let's start with the first one. Let's start with Nadeem. Explain to us who Nadeem is and why he is a big advisor for Bitcoin.
So Nadeem has 2 decades of incredible business experience in both the traditional finance markets as well as in crypto. He came into the crypto markets in 2017. Initially worked with Stellar.
Ripple,
my bad.
Ripple.
Worked with Ripple.
Close. Don't tell the XRP Army that.
Sorry, guys. Most recently worked with Binance. Has a ton of connections.
The biz dev director of Binance, actually. Yeah.
Also handled strategic partnerships. Very well established here in Dubai, and knows a lot of good people. A
lot of contacts. Eventually, we think we're going to be able to get a meeting with Binance. I mean, that's the goal, right? So, it's not just for listing, right? Like everybody knows we want to get listed on Binance. I mean, obviously, it's a big exchange, but also we want to be able to, work with maybe their academy, trust wallet, things like that.
Yeah, the idea is to integrate. This isn't like a short-term, like, oh, let's get listed on Binance and watch the numbers pump.
Right.
We really think that we can integrate with CZ's vision and addressing education and everything else on the pillars.
Yeah, exactly. So what's going to happen with Bitcoin? Should people check it out?
Absolutely. I mean, I think with everything going on, also starting out as meme coin, there's been a lot of volatility. That's, I personally would just look at it as an opportunity to buy. If you're not in our Telegram group, definitely recommend you join.
Yeah, check out the Telegram group. We'll drop the link down below. We'll put the link tree down below so you can check everything. If you want to be an ambassador, partner, advisor, you want to help on this team. Like, this is the squad. This is the Bitcoin squad. We are making it happen for sure. And, you guys make sure to join the community. And I want everybody to know one thing very specifically. There's been some drama. There's been some drama. I want everybody to know who's watching this. We are totally 100% done with the Bitcoin drama. There are players and figures that will never, ever be mentioned again under any circumstance on this channel or on social media. We're moving past. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. We are moving past that. These people are totally irrelevant. They're gone to us. So if you've been worried, like, oh, there's been drama, there's been infighting, there's been this and that, you don't ever have to worry about that again. That is my word, for sure. It doesn't matter how juicy the opportunity is for the drama. I'm going to leave it alone. And I like drama. Well, Cassie, and Nadeem is a big deal. Now, at the end of this video, I'm going to bring you back on, and we're going to talk about our other advisor. We're going to make kind of an announcement about where we're going with Bitcoin. So cool. So we'll check you out here in just a few minutes. We got my guy Onyx coming on. Now, Onyx and I actually met at one of my meetups back in Austin in 2021, and it's been really cool. Look at this little man. What's up? What's your favorite crypto YouTube channel?
Who you like on crypto?
Let's get it. Onyx, what's going on, brother?
I was blessed to be here, man.
Yeah, man.
BitBoy. Dubai now. We in Dubai.
We're making it happen, man. Now, you actually are part of a group that does education on crypto. And like I said, we met a few years ago, and you told me about it. You were with a group of guys, came to my meetup, and in my mind, I'm thinking, everybody says they want to do education. I wonder what their angle is. Are they trying to make money? Now, not trying to be pessimistic, but just that's kind of how it is in the space. Years later, like, you've proven you are doing good stuff for people and you're getting nothing in return. You're just out there straight helping people, and that's what Bitcoin's about. So talk a little bit about what you do.
Okay, so for urban communities, I've grown up in the urban community, and it's just like it's it seems like a third world to anything surrounding crypto. Yeah. We don't get the financial education that everybody else gets, period. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I find it in myself that since I have became financially free through crypto, it's like, you know, we got to educate people, and definitely educate the people that aren't there or don't have the resources to get there, because financial literacy is the best thing that you can give the youth. So we host these meetups across America where we teach the youth, we teach urban people. It really doesn't matter who you are, as long as you're willing to come and learn. We set up workshops where we start from the very simplest of setting up wallets to how to get hacked to NFTs. We want these people to not just look at sports as a way out, or you know what I'm saying. We want them to know that
when I was a kid, I thought rapping was gonna be my way out.
Yeah, like rapping. You know, a lot of kids in urban communities think that it's either rapping or it's playing ball.
Doesn't have to be like that.
It don't have to be like that. Financial literacy. Crypto can set you free. It set me free, and so that's why I try to pitch this message to everybody. Yeah,
we've seen it, we've done it, and we're gonna be Bitcoin's gonna be sponsoring your next event. We're super stoked about that. We're gonna do a Bitcoin giveaway, and we are all on the same team, and we're moving forward. And this is not about what can people do for us. It's what we can do for people, what we can do for crypto. That's the whole message of Bitcoin. That's what adoption's about. Honest, my guy. All right, man.
Appreciate it.
You got anything else you want to say?
Hey, man. The KP Primates, we're here to change the way people look at crypto, man. All your newcomers, man, we always have our arms open to y'all. Check
Love it,
out.
bro. Appreciate it, man. All right, now, that was great. And that's what Bitcoin is all about. All right, now I'm going to bring up, guys, the world's smartest 15-year-old in history. How do we know he's smart? Because he likes me. That's how we know. Now, this is Crypto Kid. We'll put his link down below in the description. He's a YouTuber out here in Dubai. And if you didn't know, he said, this is what I told, I got to say this, I told Carl. I was over here doing a video with Carl. He's good friends with Carl. I told Carl, I said, man, if only you could grow facial hair like this 15-year-old. Look at that. Look at that go. Hey, I can grow this. Look, it took me a lot of years to look this great as a man. Look at that goatee for a 15-year-old. Absolutely amazing. Great job. Now, your goatee is not your biggest flex. Your biggest flex is how much you know about crypto, your crypto trading, and the whole 9 yards. So I want you to talk a little bit as someone who is, and look, I told you this the other night at dinner. We went to dinner. I said, look, on your channel, you don't need to lead with your 15 because you are smart AF, as the people say, and you got so much valuable information that people that are older could take in and understand. And people don't need to look at you for your age. However, in this video, we are going to talk about it because as somebody who is younger, that's in high school, what do you think about how important crypto education is for the youth?
It's massive because, look, our financial system, it's corrupt. Unfortunately, our financial system is corrupt. And crypto education, not only does crypto, free you from that corrupt financial system, but I've learned so much from pursuing a career in crypto at 15. I mean, I've learned business, I've learned...
How about just pursuing a career at 15? Wow, that's impressive. Go ahead.
I mean, it teaches you so much. It teaches you finance, it teaches you relationships, it teaches you about the market, about economics. It teaches you so much stuff. I mean, financial literacy is incredibly important, and crypto is a super simple, easy gateway that you could actually go into that rabbit hole. There's NFTs, there's play to earn, etc., that can attract a very young audience, or everyone. I mean, it can attract every single community, and once you start learning about one single thing, you're gonna fall into that rabbit hole and just become a very knowledgeable person that even if you don't want to do crypto in the future or as a career, right, you can apply the skills that you learned from crypto in your current career or your future career for sure. So it's incredibly important. I'm pushing this in my school to my friends because it's not offered as a part of the standard education system because it's a superpower, right? If you teach kids about crypto, if you teach kids about actual financial literacy and how to handle taxes, etc., then they're not going to become an employee. They're not going to work for the government, right? So we have to do this ourselves, and I'm super, I just love to do it. It's my passion to educate other people who are my age. It's super important. I jumped into this when I was 12, so yeah, that's, yeah.
Wasn't even a teenager. He was 12, bro. What's y'all's excuse for not jumping in? I'm just telling y'all. Well, Crypto Kid, thank you for coming on. We'll definitely, put your link down below. You guys go subscribe to him. Thanks a lot. All right, guys, we're gonna bring Cassie Wolf back up because we got some big announcements. Can you make that face you made for the thumbnail again? They want to see that. There it is. Look at that. Just made the thumbnail. How about that? Cassie, we talked about Nadeem already. We need to talk about our other advisor and what this means for Bitcoin going forward. So let's go ahead and, who is it? Greg! Oh my God, it's Greg. Can you believe it's Greg? Greg is our new advisor. We love Greg.
We do love Greg. So we met with Greg a couple days ago, and it really it was so perfect because we've been building kind of this plan as far as how we're going to onboard people in the community and get people involved. This really is a grassroots effort.
And we've been talking about a lot of different things. Like we've been talking about like wallets and staking and voting and like all this stuff that we think would be really cool, right?
And also organization, because right now like every crypto project, we have Discord, we have Telegram. Yeah. They both have their benefits and their downfalls. But
their benefits?
Their benefits.
Very, very funny.
But this is what the opportunity he is providing us, and what we're going to be able to build is going to make, nobody else has ever done this before.
No. We're going to be making a transition with Bitcoin into something that a lot of people have tried and nobody's been successful at. We are going to bring our community onto our own platform. And here's the thing, I think this is where a lot of people have failed. A lot of people have failed because they say, oh, here we have a decentralized social media alternative. And the idea is everybody stop using Twitter, stop using Facebook, stop using Reddit, and come over to this platform. That's not what we want to do. What we want to do is we want to build something where, look, you can still go on Twitter, still go on other social media, still get your information, still go on YouTube, but part of our content, so to speak, in our community is going to live on its own platform, and this is going to allow the community to really flourish. But we don't want you to leave the other platforms. There's valuable stuff there. It's not us or them. It's, hey, this is where our community lives, and also venture out, go out on your little trips to your other social medias as well. But you're going to have reason to come in and hang out in our community because we're going to have wallets, we're going to have staking, we're going to have voting, we're going to have proposals, we're going to have security, we're going to be able to launch NFTs through there. Everything that you want is going to be able to be done on this platform.
Yes, well, and the most important thing too is this is not intended to replace your social media.
Correct. That's where everybody fails.
Yes, we'll be able to integrate our coin onto the platform. Yep. A big part of what we're doing, I don't know if you're in Discord, we have these special divisions of people, content creators, education. We're going to have people, boots on the ground out in their communities teaching classes. And this
Honest?
Like Honest, yes. And this is going to provide tools and resources that are not available on Discord, Twitter, Telegram, and allow our community to organize in a way that's effective.
Yeah, and let me tell you, there's no better organizer than Cassie Wolf. She's the most thorough, organized person I've ever met. And that's why she's the COO of Bitcoin, because she's got a lot of skills that she brings to the table. If you guys haven't checked her out, make sure to go to @Duchess of DeFi. She is the most elite, most exclusive Duchess of all DeFi. So make sure to go check her out on Twitter and check her out in our Telegram as well. And do you visit the Discord? She visits everywhere. Hey, be everywhere now. All right, guys. That's all we got. Thanks for watching. We're going to say bye.
Bye.
BitBoy out.